Good afternoon. One more time. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you. Everybody stand up for a second, get a little few juices flowing. I know you've been sitting for a long time. Even though it was great information, I might have been dozing off a little bit, so get the blood flowing a little bit. I appreciate that. One more round of applause for our panel. They were great. You can go ahead and sit down, as long as everything's flowing now. Got a little blood flowing. Get that oxygen juice going, because we're going to do that in a second here. I want to talk to you just a little bit about AREAA. Here's the second commercial break. Evan had the first one. This is the second one. A little bit about AREAA, because I think it's important that everybody in the room know a little bit about us. Our organization's been around for 8 years, and you got to meet the OG, the original gangsta, Alan. Some of you got that, some of you didn't. Ask your friend, who actually founded the organization. I'm the national chairman. We have about 20,000 members nationwide, and we'll end the year with about 25 chapters. Alan spoke very highly of Andrew. The chapter here has just exploded, done a very good job. Probably has the third most membership after only less than a year, right? So great job, Andrew. We have one chapter that just launched. Christine Kim is in the front row with us. She's the Silicon Valley chapter that just launched. Doing a good job. Thank you, Christine. We have 2 national conferences. We're talking a little bit about conferences, 2 a year. One in DC in March, which is our legislative conference. We did this year with NAREP and NAREP. I explained who that was earlier. And we did get about 800 to 1,000 people there. Made numerous trips to Capitol Hill, met with Sheila Bair, met with Dave Stevens, the FHA commissioner. Sheila Bair, as you know, is the FDIC chairman. Got our voice really heard on the Hill this year and had a significant time there. Very good conference. I would encourage you all. It's in March of every year in DC. We're at the Ritz-Carlton. I'd encourage you all to join us for that conference. The one coming up in October we do in Las Vegas. That's my hometown. We're at the Bellagio this year. We get about 2,500 people to that conference. You'll see some of these faces. We do an REO section. We do a short sale section. So if you've been to REO Mac, if you've been to NRBA, if you've been to, well, just about anything, you want to come to our conference. Being Asian, it's low priced. We're very frugal. So it's only $395 as opposed to $800 at some of the other conferences. So come out and join us. I think you'll have a really, really good time. I want to put something to rest, just like Zaretha did earlier. I'm Asian, so I put that to rest. I mean, she was very worried about everybody understanding who she was. We do 3 things at AREAA, and I think we do them pretty well. The first is education. So an event like today that is put on, bringing in some esteemed speakers from around the country, putting together, it looks like a couple hundred people in the room, bringing some talented people together and learning something. Everybody learn something? Raise your hands. That's what we do, okay? The second piece is networking. It's an opportunity. We did this in Vegas, and we had a room like this with about 700 people in it. And we asked everybody to meet somebody they didn't know. They were all Las Vegas realtors, Las Vegas professionals. But if you have a REO listing, and it's listed by somebody you just met or you've networked with, it seems like you have a little bit better chance of getting some information that might be helpful to you. Nothing against RESPA, all in compliance, but your networking never hurts. That's the second thing. The third thing we do is legislation. And I want to talk about this because you heard Alan earlier say that he faced discrimination just as short a time as though it was about 30 years ago. My parents couldn't own land, and we've come a long way in our lifetimes. And this legislative piece is very important. Yesterday I was in LA with the Assistant Secretary, John Trasvina, for the Fair Housing and Equal Opportunity Office of HUD. And we signed an MOU, AREAA signed an MOU with HUD yesterday, addressing discrimination in housing practices. So I heard some astounding statistics yesterday. 20% of Asians, when they go to rent or buy, experience some form of discrimination. They pay more. They have to fill out an application that costs more to run credit. They get denied housing immediately. The interesting thing about the 20% is 1% report it. So the Asian community is culturally probably not the whistleblower. You're probably not going to get the whistleblower. But HUD identified that in AREAA, And the membership, the practitioners of AREAA, in the next year, will be charged with going out to the community and having them identify what discrimination looks like, what it feels like. Some of them didn't even know they were discriminated against. It was just this HUD survey that pointed out what discrimination looks like and feels like. And so, by doing that with HUD, now we have 20,000 members nationwide that go out to the community and have them understand what discrimination is and report it. And that reporting is then investigated by HUD and passed down some pretty heavy fines and levies. But that's the kind of thing legislatively that AREAA does, that we don't see necessarily on the local level, but it's happening on the national level. So I'd encourage you all, at least for those three reasons, to get involved with AREAA. It is definitely an opportunity to learn something, education. It's definitely an opportunity to meet somebody that you don't know. And the third is, to have a voice, to make a difference in the community. Those are the three things we do with AREAA. The last thing I wanted to do is, does somebody have a business card? Room full of realtors? Anybody have a business card? Okay. I just want to exchange business cards with you. Absolutely. Thank you. All right. That's typical transaction, right? We exchange business cards, and in America, we take the business card and we put it in our pocket. That's what we do, right? I just showed you, Estella, is that Estella? Great disrespect by putting your card in my pocket. What do you put on your card? Your name, your address, your phone number, your email address, your picture. Most realtors have a picture from 25 years ago, but kidding. Climate shot, boa. In the Asian community, as soon as you put that card, this is me. My card is me. I put everything I want you to know about me on that card. And the first thing I do is shove it in my pocket. Thank you. Shove it in your pocket. Because in America, we're accustomed to doing business eye to eye, face to face. Turn your shoulders to the person, shake their hand firmly, look them in the eye, right? In the Asian community, well, this is representative of me. And you've just now shown me great disrespect by putting it in your pocket. I do that because I want you not to blow up a deal before it happens, right? Some Asians, you'll give them the card in a particular way, which I'll show you, and they'll go, yeah, whatever, and put it in their pocket. But those Asian practitioners, those Asian clients that are sensitive to it, you may blow up a deal before it gets started. Okay? So we'll exchange cards one more time, and then I'll show you how to do it. Okay? I'm sure. Okay. So, proper way. Buy my business card, double-sided because you have a non-profit side and a for-profit side. This is the AREAA side. Because ultimately I am a businessman, so... okay. We take 2 thumbs. 2 thumbs up. Present it. I give you yours. You just take yours. And what we generally do is take a look at the card. Oh, hold on. I gotta get your other card out. Oh, you're with McMartin Realty. How long have you been there? And what areas do you serve? Okay, so a couple of questions that engages her to talk about herself. What's on her card? I've just shown her some respect by saying, I value this information. I'm allowing you to talk to me about it. Okay, that's powerful. It's nice. You'll end up doing the same. We talk a little bit about that. There's nothing good on that card. So, great. See, it's a great. Yeah, I just launched that company. So some of those things are the things you'll learn by being affiliated or associated with AREAA. I would encourage you all to come to more of these types of meetings. Support Andrew and Evan and Mark and Randall and Zaretha, all the people that are associated. They've done a great job launching this chapter. I think you'll learn something. I think you'll get business from it. And I think, in the end, you'll end up being a better practitioner. And that's what we're after. All right? Thank you all for your time. Thank you, guys.